welcome back to Let's Play Star Control 2, the Urquan Masters. Well, to do what we need to do, we actually need to wait a little while. I think, February 7th or 8th, because we need to wait a little bit for the Show Fixity to come back. They will eventually send stuff to us, and we need one of their ships before we continue. So we're just gonna go out into hyperspace and wander around, you know, spin in a circle or something. Yeah, and I will, I'll cut and I'll be back when that's done. Alright, we're back in the Earth space, and, yeah. We're gonna go straight there. Commander A should have an announcement for us.
Greetings, Captain. I'm ready to assist you. Before we go on, I have something important to tell you. The Shofixty have returned. Their ships can now be built in our shipyards. With their vast numbers swelling our ranks, we won't have to worry about running out of able-bodied crew. And I'm sure their volunteers will reduce the cost for new crew.
Alright,
We shall await your return, Captain.
basically what this means is that we can pick up the ships for the Shofixty. And our crew costs are reduced to 1, which is awesome. We want a Shofixty scout, except that I don't have enough money to sell off one of these crap-ass cruisers. There we go. Just get one of these scouts. And, sure, let's fill it up, whatever. It's fine. Alright. Now what we need to do is we need to take the star map and we need to go over to where the, I believe it's over here, where the Yehat are, but, to be a bit more, well, no, I believe it's Serpentis, so let's go to, yeah, sure, that's fine. And yeah, we need to beat the Pakunk there, and I believe that's what prevents them from killing all of them. But there's really no way to avoid this. You get 2 or 3 chances to stop it, and I've used them up already. What you're probably supposed to do is wait until they're about halfway there, stop them, and then go back. But I was kind of paranoid about it, and kind of jumped the gun about it. So yeah, we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna be back. That's probably a probe. We can check. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's just a probe. And you remember...
This is probe 2418-B on a peaceful mission.
We got the thing. Just
engaging self-destruction circuitry.
Automatically blow them up. And we get free money. Which is basically more than what we needed to spend on that fucking stupid scout. There we go. Okay. And we just need to go to find a Yehat ship, which are called Terminators. And they're actually pretty good. And hope we get the right ones. Well, no, there aren't 2 factions yet. Spoilers. So, when we get there, we'll see what happens. Okay, we're into Yehat space, so, yeah, let's just get any of them, so we don't have to run into them in space and get swarmed. Let's talk to him.
What am I seeing on my view screen? It's none other than a flattened old face of a friendly human. But, old ally, are you not knowing that we, the Yehat, are allied with the Urquan now? And your presence outside the slave shield and in an armed starship are clear violations of your oath of fealty. Whatever shall we do? It just isn't the right thing to kill you, human, but as a loyal member of my clan, I must obey the wishes of our queen.
Okay, basically, the Yehat, as we were told before, have become battle thralls. And they're like pterodactyl things. I guess they're supposed to be like the Pekunk, but the Pekunk look more like birds than pterodactyls, but I suppose. Basically what we're supposed to tell them is this. But we can ask other questions.
Your words are flying in the face of the facts, human. We are no longer being your allies. But unlike the nobles of our homeworld, we of the Starship Clans are bereaved at this course of events. The Queen's decision to be joining the hierarchy pains us.
Okay, well, we can just say a bunch of stuff to them.
As much as my heart cries to aid ye valiant human, I cannot. Each of us has sworn first to our queen, who has commanded us to treat ye as an enemy of the crown. Can't you see that you're killing me, human? The shame, the awful shame of it. What you say is true. We should be under the same wing, but damn your eyes. Our queen has given the Urquan our allegiance, and there is nothing I could be doing about it now.
They're very upset about having to attack us. And we just have to leave. And they're not going to attack us unless we, like, attack them. So, now what we have to do is we have to say the other thing. And
Human, what are you doing back here? Are you totally off your perch? We have sympathies for your cause, 'tis true, but we must obey the orders of our queen, however much we may disagree with them.
okay, we can ask more questions.
We were not defeated, human. Never, never in the 2,000 years of the deep-neat queen have the Yehat ever suffered a defeat. It is this fact alone that is making our will to the queen so strong. This is the unbreakable bond that keeps the clans together. When the Urquan were entering our home star system at Gavin Serpentis, we had 1,000 starships prepared to defend our home. And then the Queen, she allied with the Urquan, and the fight is over before it even began.
Ark! I'm not sure if they attack us if we ask this question. Huh. Well, it'll be interesting if they do anyway.
The cowards live? This is unbelievable. This is a sad, sad day to be hearing this thing from you, human. I can't even say their vile name. The cunt is the greatest embarrassment our species has ever suffered. Should I be calling these wretched creatures an offshoot of our species? Better is to be calling them garbage or droppings. Better yet, than I be talking about them at all.
They didn't like that. Okay, well, let's tell them to, tell them what we're here for.
If this is being a true thing, there will be many changes. But we are a species long wise in the ways of deceit. You must be proving these words you say, Captain. Send the show fixed to us as a way of proof. We're scanning the separation of a vessel from your fleet, Captain, and indeed its configuration matches that of a show fixed scout vessel. This had better not be a trick, Captain. We are knowing the power of a glory device, and if you detonate the weapon near us, the price for you shall be dear, very dear. The scout has docked, and we await the pilot's appearance at the airlock. The atmosphere cycle is complete. The door slides open, and... It's true! The show fixed the alive! Look at that fat muzzle, those shining black eyes, the sweet claws! Our children have returned from oblivion. But now we are faced with the cruelest truth. We who have sacrificed our honor, we who have lain with the enemy, we are not worthy. We are nothing. We are less than nothing. But wait, Mr. Spatty, we're the Yeehats of the Starship Clan. We will not let this lie any longer. Listen, and I speak these words. If our queen makes this honourable command, then it is the queen who has no honour. And a dishonourable queen is no queen at all. We, the Zeep Zeep, are the only clan who remember the true meaning of honour. We shall tear the queen from her throne. The 2,000-year reign of the Beefneat Queens is over. The revolution has begun!
Yay. Okay. Well, the reason for that is, well, we'll find out later why we need to do that. And you can see Yeehat space here. Now what we're gonna do is, there's several interesting things we can do. And there's 2 more races that we haven't met yet. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my notes and see where we go from here. And as you can see, there's two Yeehats. There's the light purple and the pink and the purple. It looks like 2 separate things if you zoom in on it. I guess I can't do that. Well, anyway, yeah. There's 2 different ones, like, you can kind of see them side by side. So, I'm going to, check my notes and I'll be right back. Okay, and I remember. What we're supposed to do is we're supposed to first use our quasi-portal. Now, if we run into the Yeehat, there's like a 50% chance we will run into one from one or the other side of the war, and one will attack us and the other ones will not. They will treat us like the other Yeehat did. Before that, all of the Yeehat will treat us like that. So, basically we made enemies, but we should never have to come back to this part of space again. So the one we're looking for is at, let me see, (5:35:28). So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go talk to the Supox, who we have heard from the Udwig that they are their allies or something. So we need to go talk to them. We haven't met them yet, but we were shown on our map which people we need to talk to. We've already talked to them. So okay, so let's just go into Supox space and meet these rather unique beings. Nobody here. Okay. I think Beta Libre is their homeworld. They told us, but I don't remember. That's not even in the there we go. I didn't push the button. Push the button. Push the button, Frank. There we go. Okay. And let's just cut to the chase. Go straight for their homeworld. Hey, time to get bombed, bros. Okay. Fine.
Greetings, fellow carbon creatures. May your roots always be well watered.
Well, as you can see, the Supox are plant beings, and their faces look like praying mantises or something.
I am Captain Allah Lala. We come in peace.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We have a strong cultural bond with the Utwig. They have been the foundation around which we have grown our starfaring culture. We are not only allies, but we are also friends. You should go meet with them. They could use some excitement. You see, they are a little depressed and morose right now. Usually they are most festive and fun.
It's pretty much, yeah, an understatement there.
Our starship is called the Tender Shoot.
Huh.
We are the Supox Utricularia from Earth.
What?
Oh, yes. We apologize for the confusion. Our home world is also called Earth, or more properly, Fleck, which means perfectly good and nutritious dirt. Earth is pretty close, is it not?
Sure.
We learn and we adapt. We are symbionts. Our first step in making friends is always to copy them. This is our idiom.
It's a really annoying idiom.
Our kind evolved on a beautiful planet, orbiting the wonderfully green-hued star Roots. From the canopy of the great jungle to the shores of the azure sea, our species has flowered and grown well. Early in our evolution, we adapted to exist in symbiosis with other hardier life, both flora and fauna, who supplied us with nutrients, while we supplied them with reproductive assistance.
Gross. But this is a pretty funny choice right here.
Yes, this has been confirmed by our people as well. Strange, is it not? Many of our people regard this inconsistency as proof of our divine origin.
Well, there you go.
They broke their Ultron.
Yep.
The Druge, the cruel, salad trading race who sold the device to the Utwig, called the device the Ultron, and claimed that it would give the Utwig superpowers. Unfortunately, the Utwig believed the Druge and bought the Ultron. However, the device did make the Utwig very happy. Of course, we didn't tell them what we really thought of the Ultron. That they were vapid fools to buy a piece of junk for a planet's ransom. We went along with the falsehood, and in doing so showed our own stupidity. Then, one sad day a few years ago, the Utwig Proctor dropped the Ultron during a particularly energetic and festive ritual. Now the Utwig are morose and depressed. They feel they cannot ever achieve greatness because they lost the powers of the Ultron. They even gave the broken device to us, saying that they couldn't stand the sight of it anymore. We are worried that the Utwig are so depressed that they may use their ultimate weapon. Here, you take the Ultron. Maybe you can do something with it.
Ha! Now I have superpower. Wait.
We thought that if we could get the Ultron working again, it would cheer them up. So, we tried to figure out how to fix the darn thing, or at least get some of the flashing bits working again. But for all the Druge's falsehoods, the Ultron is some kind of artifact, and we could not synthesize the necessary replacement parts. Perhaps on your journeys, you will find the elements necessary to repair the Ultron. Then you could give it to the Utwig, and maybe they wouldn't be so depressed.
That's a good idea. Also saying the broccoli thing, I think will get them to attack you. I think we can learn a little bit more from them. Let's check it out. Oh!
Hello, Voyager. May the light always reach your leaves.
I don't got leaves.
Perhaps a good place to start would be the Druge, since they were the ones who sold it to the Utwig in the first place. May sunlight and water always fall upon you.
I think we automatically ally with them. But I'm gonna go to their planet to make sure. The Druge, I think, are marked on our map now.
Greetings, fellow carbon creature. May your roots always be well watered. May sunlight and water...
Yeah, it's the same thing. Their planet has no special properties to it. Ugh. I don't think any of their moons are useful. No. This might be like a gold world or some shit. I don't know. Nah. It's garbage. And level 6 tectonics, so. Alright, let's look at our star map. It is not marked on our map, but they're down here. We're not going to go there yet. When I said there were 3 races we hadn't met yet, I lied. Well, I was counting the Supox among the races that we'd met. There are actually 2 more after the Supox, the Druj, who they just mentioned, and some people over here who we haven't met. Basically what we have to do is we have to find parts for the Ultron to get it fixed. We already have one, but we need to get one from the people we haven't met, and I believe we have to get one from the Druj, and we can actually do a couple of things with the Druj. So I'm going to check my stuff out, and then I will be back. Okay, I lied again. There's another race aside from them that I haven't mentioned yet. That we haven't met. The Mycon, I believe, Commander Hayes mentioned them. So, first things we're going to do is we're going to go get a thing from some of the people we haven't met. And this is probably the most fun one we need to do. And they're somewhere around here. And I'm going to have to check to see where what portal is closest to this. I'll be right back after that. Alright, so I'm just going to go into hyperspace. And I'm just going to go wherever. And what we're looking for is 476, 458. And we're going to go meet a new friendo. Okay, and these people are also going to be Urquan battle thralls. Spoiler. So we're looking for 476, 458. So down here. Yeah. There are 2 ways of doing this, and I'm pretty much going to show both. I'm going to do both, but basically there are 2 ways of getting this, and so we need to go over here, and as you can see, we're in Urquan space, and I forget which planet it is. I believe it's over here somewhere. And I'll be back when we get there. It's actually Delta Draconis, so that's where we're heading. That's probably one of their ships now. These are really funny guys, and they are right now. So let's just cut to the chase and straight for their homeworld. Unless we run into that one. There we go. Okay. Now we have to do something interesting to ally with these guys.
Ah, you, the stupid, weak alien who has appeared here at our homeworld. What do you desire, creature? Our friendship? Our submission? Foolish, dumb weakling. We, the 19th Corps of the Dragash Empire, have an enormous fleet of ships here with which to instruct you. We will gladly attack you. In fact, it is a requirement that we do so, since we are Urquan slaves, and you are obviously an independent. But know this, pay close heed. While it is true we keep count of the number of our ships you destroy, we consider attacking our homeworld so irrevocably stupid that any victories you may score here through a sheer stroke of luck will not be added to your personal victory tally. Now, what do you wish of us before we attack?
Oh, I guess the ones that don't count, here, so... Let's talk to them a bit.
Hostility? Har, har, har. We are not hostile.
Hostility is unwarranted aggression. If you want to know about hostility, let us tell you about Culture 12. Culture 12 was so hostile that while they were on their way to their first great battle, Junkar, the battle master, stepped on Nuskull, the tactician's foot, causing him great pain. The annoyed Nuskull turned on his battle master, Junkar, and sliced his body in half. This miffed Junkar's troops, who took it upon themselves to murder Nuskull and his elite troops. The real trouble started when now dead Junkar's master sergeants, Moo and Putt, started arguing about how to kill Nuskull. Simple crucifixion or the slower lead tattoo technique. The argument was resolved when Mood and his 500 troops were slaughtered by Putt and his gang. Well, this probably all would have gone down in history as a great day of learning for Culture 12, were it not for the surprise arrival of Culture 12's original enemy, the Yajog and his cronies, who wiped out Culture 12's army, thus beginning the long and glorious Culture 13. Now, that's hostility. We, on the other hand, merely want to kill you.
Well, basically, the Threadash, along with their awesome music, are basically like really, really hostile, and they're quite stupid. And as you can see, they look like big rhinoceroses. Basically, they number their cultures, and they'll tell you a bunch of stuff about the different cultures, which we'll find out. And basically, their entire basis of their civilization is warfare. And yeah, it's really amusing. And to ally with them, we actually have to kill 25 of their ships. But the ships that we kill in their orbit, as they said, does not count. So.
Talk, bah. Talk is for sissies. Weaklings like those of Culture 14. For 10,000 years, we Threadash have fought and died, learned and improved. Then, along came Culture 14, which claimed that all this perfect method was wrong. That each time we violently transformed to a new culture, we inevitably blasted ourselves back at least 500 years in development. Some people just cannot accept the cost of progress. Indeed, the foolishness of Culture 14's peaceful whining was revealed when they were conquered by Culture 15 after only a 10-year reign. And did the change to Culture 15 set us back 500 years? No, 2, maybe 300 years tops. The short span of Culture 14's reign is objective proof that as a way of life, peace is a failure.
There you go.
What? More talk? It amazes me that you ever got out of the orbit of your home planet. Yak, yak, yak. Yammer, yammer, yammer. Very well. We will talk for a moment. Our Culture 19 is the most formidable ever to appear in Threadash space. Admittedly, we said something similar about Culture 18, but it is true. With our rather swift defeat by the Urquan and subsequent enslavement, we realized that it was time for a change. A new culture had to be established. So of course, we began a thermonuclear exchange to decide who would lead this new culture. We were all quite disappointed when the Urquan in orbit above our home world launched waves of fighters who intercepted all our missiles. The Urquan explained that slaves were not permitted to engage in such destructive conflicts. So my people, being superior, introduced a super lethal poison into our opponent's water and air, thus ending the conflict. the Urquan were not particularly happy about this revolution and killed all our leaders, which, under other circumstances, would have started a larger inter-Drapash war. But the Urquan appointed new leaders, apparently chosen at random, and explained that further disobedience would result in the destruction of our species. Frustrating, huh?
Sometimes I really like the Urquan.